Hello, my name is Collins Anfo. I'm a fourth-year business administration student, a student of K University and a participant of S Culture 2022 in Team 146. Today I'll be presenting Finnish Schools International, reaching the rest of the world through franchising. So Finnish School International want to expand their school model, their franchise model to other countries. And as a team, we are tasked to find some recommendations of certain markets that will be viable for FSI, Finnish School International, to expand to those countries. So let's look at the agenda. We'll first look at the competitive position of FSI, the market selection, entry mode, pricing, certification, promotional channel that it can use, the message to get the attention of the people, and then the promotional materials that can also be used. And looking at the competitive position analysis of FSI, competitors have made rigorous presence across many of the world markets, especially in advanced economies such as Europe, especially in Germany, UK, France, and other European countries. There is low to no presence in Asia, Africa, and North and South America, to be precise. So the competition is that those who are also using the model as FSI almost follow the same pattern as FSI is using. So they provide similar products, just that theirs is focused on a single niche or area, and also a single curriculum. The operational activities are not so dissimilar to that of FSI, and then the franchise royalty and tuition fees are priced differently depending on the on certain factors in terms of intensity, exclusivity, geographic region, and target market segment. With the market selection, we chose 3 countries to do some evaluations on them to see whether these markets will be viable for FSI. USA, Japan, and Ghana respectively were chosen, and you realize that Africa's youthful population is the biggest untapped market when we look at the analysis, and Ghana was chosen as FSI market because of its language, since English is its first language, and then youthful population, little regulations, quick access to the market in terms of being able to register. It doesn't take a lot of time. And then the affinity for foreign products. The people of Ghana have the culture of having a high taste for foreign products, yes. And the only flaw for this market was that there is inflation risk, which influences interest rate and does investments too. So if FSI should expand to Ghana, to be precise, it can also expand to other West African countries such as Nigeria and Liberia and Gambia and the rest. But we also realized that Omega Schools, with a similar business strategy as FSI, is the primary competitor in this market. Now, the entry mode. To enter the Ghanaian market, you need to earn relationships to be able to close deals. So this is because Ghana is to some extent a feminine country, and also a high contest has a high contest culture, and that means that you need to earn relationships, and family comes first, relationship comes first before business. So FSI can form partnerships or buy market accessible private schools in Ghana. This is going to diminish private school competitiveness, and also build partnership with education-related government agencies and organizations. So you can either go acquisition model or the licensing model. But if FSI wants to engage in greenfield investment, it must first understand the market. With pricing, we realize that the payment for the franchise will be made via proportional share of a joint venture equity. The joint venture retained profit payable to common stock would increase by the amount of royalty distribution. With rising stock value, access to debt for investing in the immediate area would be possible. So this is how we want to go about the pricing. With the certification, it is easy to get certificate for the school. The agency in charge is the NASIA, which is responsible for registering and licensing new and existing pre-tertiary educational institutions, such as that of FSI. With the promotional channels in the Ghanaian society, the most effective medium to directly get to the audience in terms of to target customers, which is our investors and buyers, as well as parents and students, is through television and radio stations and sometimes the newspapers. These groups of target audience use fewer social media platforms, emails, websites, and blogs. So if you want to get to these groups of people, the investors, buyers, and parents and students, parents especially, you have to use the medium of television and radio stations before you can get to them. But there are other social media platforms that can also be utilized, such as the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all that. That one is related to the youth. So the youth, the new generation normally uses this social media platform. But when it comes to the older generation, they normally resort to radio and television. So the campaign message can be crafted using storytelling scenarios or user-generated content from those who have experienced living with FSI or having been transformed through FSI. So the students, other parents, and teachers who are in FSI can create a content that can be used for advertisement. The slogan is that Finnish School International, finish with future. That is a slogan that we chose for FSI if it should enter the Ghana market. The future means that we finish FSI with the highest rate, success rate, with the assurance that your future career path is clear, and you finish with the grasp of future trends in technological advancement and concern for the planet. With promotional materials, the younger generation is not too fond of TV and radio and newspapers, but utilizes more of social media platforms such as the website, Facebook, Instagram, as I told you earlier. So we proposed some of the mock-up pages that can be used for FSI should it want to advertise to the youth in order to get to parents and help them bring their awards or their children to FSI school. So the website could look like this. Yes, so we have the page, the students, with some messages and appealing to both parents and investors. The Instagram page is like that. The Facebook page like this, and the YouTube page like this. Okay, so thank you very much. I wish that these recommendations will be taken into consideration by FSI in order to expand to these markets which are recommended.